Hi, my name is Kate and this is my true story. Who on earth would think about using a love spell? Doesn't that sound fanciful, stupid even? These were my thoughts before having a love spell cast for me. I was so unhappy after my ex-partner left me for a so-called friend of mine. Some friend. She had totally bewitched him and I was so distraught that he wasn't mine and in my arms anymore. I knew we were meant to be together because we always got on so well. Everything was great until this evil backstabber got hold of him. I was determined to get him back, for both sake of both our happiness. It took me a while to realize that, as the normal ways of getting my guy back just had not worked. I had to try something unusual. Something very different to what had failed before. Or I would lose him forever. So it was at this point I started looking at love spells. And boy, there were plenty of love spells and spellcasters out there. It was so confusing, and how could I tell which spells worked and which were fake? I didn't know what to think, and the more I researched, the more confusing it was. Eventually, I found a review website ran by a real and genuine spells enthusiast. And through them a spellcaster, who I called Uncle Pat, who was very professional in his replies. My only worry was that he would be too busy to take on my case. His love spells were spoken about with an aura of reverence by people who had used him. It seems that many had first requested a love spell and then went on to order wealth and money spells afterwards. Patrick was very busy casting love spells, and yet he took time out to reply to my questions. When he finally replied to me, I just felt like this had to be the right spellcaster. He was very honest and clear in answering me and had great reviews from people I trust. I straight away requested Patrick to cast a really strong love spell for me. The very next day he sent me confirmation that the spell was cast, and I waited. As the days went by, I thought I may have wasted my money as my ex was still with this other woman. So after 2 weeks I emailed about the status of the spell. And received a very informative reply back, and I felt much better about it all. Several more days went by. The love spell was fully cast, but still I felt a little uncertain. What had I done? I remember pacing around my kitchen, not knowing what to think. Why was I getting involved in love spells and spell casting? I thought it really stupid that I even considered it. 2 days later I got a memo at work stating that he wanted to meet me in the local coffee shop. I was thinking maybe it was a joke played by my sister. Then I remembered again the love spell. As ever, my ex was the most beautiful person I laid eyes on. And to know he was willing to speak to me again meant everything to me. Yet when we met he looked a little grim. Hardly a smile on his face. I felt hesitant. As he spoke to me he explained how nervous he was. And that was why at first he didn't seem very happy. I noticed as we spoke he started to loosen up and relax more. His beautiful smile flashed again, and I knew then that things had changed. Because his attitude had clearly changed too. He explained he didn't want to be a player anymore and realized what he was missing, me. Well, cutting to the chase. Now we are married. And I am 100% convinced it was the love spell that took the other women away and made him come back to me. Patrick, love spells really do work and were worth the world to me. My husband is now my world and I am his world. And every day I am thankful for the love spell. So if you find yourself in this kind of situation, I'd recommend a spell all day long. Patrick is busy, yes, but not too busy to answer. His spells are not the cheapest, but that doesn't matter if they work. Because to me my happiness meant everything. So for your love situation I would recommend 100% getting a spell cast. If you can handle the love and the emotions and joy. Yours in love and magic, Kate. Start your own magical journey today. By first clicking that subscribe button below and also the title below, Love Spells That Work, watch this story and get real magic power. And visiting the #1 resource for genuine and real spells and spellcasters. Because you deserve to have whatever you want in life.